Hi, I'm Josh Vogel, filming Sloth Snacks. This week I wanted to talk about being proactive in your jiu-jitsu training during open mat. So when you watch open mat sometimes, or you may have even experienced this in your own matches, you'll often see one person who is actively trying to pursue something, a guard pass, a submission, positional advancement, whatever. And then the other person sometimes is just trying to neutralize the other person and keep them at zero and survive, or just not let them do what they want to do. And you can see very clearly that the goal is just not to let anything happen or to survive and not get submitted. And that's all they're happy just accomplishing that during a match. And the problem with that approach is that, yes, sometimes you have to pause and slow the game down or survive in a bad position until you have a chance to escape. But even in those moments, you still want to be proactive and have a clear goal in your head of what you're going for and be moving towards that goal, because if you're just happy neutralizing a match and you're just happy surviving, the problem is you could spend 3, 4, 5 minutes surviving, clamming up, and being happy that you didn't tap. But the problem is that you didn't get better at anything and your partner didn't get better at anything. So if you train that way regularly, then let's say you do 4 8-minute matches during an open mat, and your strategy and your game when you train with people is just to survive and not get tapped, then half of those matches at least, nothing happens. So you're sitting there clammed up, or they're sitting there clammed up, and the other person isn't able to do anything, and they're trying to get stuff going, but they just can't, because it's really easy to clam up and stop the game. They didn't get any better training, they didn't learn anything, and you didn't learn anything because you didn't try anything. You just tried to survive. So that's 3 or 4 minutes from each match where you're just kind of sitting there, not letting things happen. And so I would say in training, you generally want to try to be proactive and get after stuff and try to make steps, advancing steps towards your end goal, which is usually going to be a submission. Even if you're on bottom of the mount, still be trying to defend and then work your way towards an escape. And then once you escape, start working back towards a good position where you can submit from. Because at least that way you learn something. And if you fail and you get submitted, well, that's what training's for. Like, you learn something by getting submitted, and then you can take that information and make yourself more effective and make your techniques better, your guard passes better, your sweeps better, whatever. But if you clam up and do nothing, then nothing gets better. All right, see ya.